Welcome back here with us on Times Now. Some breaking inputs coming in at this point in time, and this is about Justice Varma case. Supreme Court Central Public Information Officer has rejected RTI application for copies of in-house inquiry report and CJI's letter to the President and Prime Minister Modi on Justice Varma. SCCPIO, which is the Central Public Information Officer, rejected the application that was submitted on 9th of May. Saying that the information cannot be provided in view of the tests outlined in the Supreme Court's judgment in Supreme Court of India versus Subhash Chandra Agarwal case. Let's go across to my colleague Harish joining us on the broadcast. More on this. Harish, it's an interesting update coming in. So does this not come under RTI?
Yes, that's right. The Supreme Court has clearly cited the SC Agarwal case, saying that the information received by an authority in its fiduciary capacity cannot be revealed unless and until the competent authority, that is the Central Public Information Chief Public Information Officer of the Supreme Court, feels that it needs to be revealed, divulged in the public interest. Saying so, Supreme Court has quoted that judgment and refused this petitioner's plea through an RTI, right to information, seeking a copy of the report of the in-house panel found by the Supreme Court as far as the cash recovery scandal at Justice Varma's house is concerned. He had sought a copy of the report, not only a copy of the report which had indicted Justice Varma, but also the letter, the contents of the letter written by the then Chief Justice of India, Sanjeev Khanna, to the President and Prime Minister, seeking, saying that the removal or impeachment proceedings shall be initiated against him. So the Supreme Court Chief Public Information Officer refusing to give a copy to this particular petitioner under RTI.
Harish, thank you for the moment for joining us with your inputs. We are also joined by Advocate Atul Jain, who is a High Court lawyer. Good afternoon. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. Your first reaction to this development: Supreme Court has rejected RTI application for copies of in-house inquiry report and CJI's letter to President and Prime Minister on the Justice Varma case.
Yes, I've heard this news. It has, come in, this development is of the morning only. And I've heard that one Mr. Amrit Pal Singh Khalsa was the applicant. And I'm not surprised by the rejection of the application. Because, see, there was a judgment of the Supreme Court only. And if I'm not wrong, it was probably Supreme Court of India itself versus Subhash Chandra. So in that judgment, it was very clearly spelled out as to which information can be given and which should not be given. So probably by virtue of that judgment itself, the Honorable Supreme Court has rejected the application. So I'm not surprised. And see, the investigation is going on properly. All the due procedures are being complied with. So at this stage, the giving of the information is not warranted. And probably Section 8 of the RTI Act also bars the disclosure of an information which is kept in fiduciary relationship. And Section 11 of RTI Act, it bars the revealing of the third-party information. So probably using this judgment and all these sections, the Supreme Court might have rejected the application. I'm not surprised at all.
All right. Advocate Atul Jain, thank you very much for the moment for joining us with your perspective on the story. We will slip into a very, very short break right